We know Donald Trump cares desperately about his polling. And I have great news for all of the MAGA haters, the Donald Trump haters. He is polling lower now than he did after January 6th. This is abysmal. Pop this up. How unpopular is Donald Trump? The president's net approval rating is minus 27, down 0.9 points since last week. 34% approve, 61% disapprove, 4% not sure. First, I want to address the not sure. I envy that. I really, really envy that you could be so detached from all political goings on that you just wouldn't be sure about that. But Kylie, pop it back up. I want to get the other number. The 34% approve. You guys, we can do better than this. I mean, we need to get this into the 20s. We need to really keep browbeating and pointing out what a despicable pink arm piece of shit coward this guy is that crouched down in a catering cart and used American citizens as decoys, probably hoping that the plane blew up so he could bring up his polling numbers, because that's how big of a piece of shit I think the man is. But here's some things that we can point out to keep these negative numbers heading straight down. Pop this up. Trump has been hanging out with high school girls at the Patriot games. And Evan tweets, they figured out how to keep him awake and focused. So I'm dead serious, you guys. Trump rolls out to the Patriot games with underage girls. And again, it just shows you how incompetent this administration is. They keep trotting him out with people, and he's not going to be, beating these Epstein allegations. He's right in the middle of it. Credible allegations of sexual assault by him to an underage girl. So we need to keep reminding that 34% of dipshits, you're supporting a man who supports pedophile, best case scenario. Worst case scenario for you, participates in child sex abuse. But here we have, just a Trump foot soldier out the wazoo, Lil Marco. And I want to remind you, Marco at one point had moral clarity on Donald Trump, talked about what a blowhard he was, talked about how dangerous he was. And now here he is on Katie Miller's podcast. This is rock bottom, right? This is a sitting Secretary of State on Katie Miller's podcast. And he is trying and spectacularly failing to suck up to Donald Trump. Let's play the clip.
I told you.
The best joke. He's not like he's funny, but he's not a joke teller, right? Like he's a great narrator, and he's got incredible, people don't realize, like, he's been a public figure for almost half a century. Like
we do realize.
He met a lot of people, and he's gotten to know a lot of people over the years. And so he has great stories going back to like celebrities in the 80s and people he interacted with and people he was around. So, I don't know of one in particular that stands out, but I'm fascinated by these stories because some of these are stories that go, he knew Michael Jackson. He knew.
Really? So he hung out with Jeffrey Epstein and Michael Jackson. Interesting way to defend the man who is cankles deep in the Epstein files. You dipshit Lil Marco. I don't think Trump went hard enough on you back in the day. But here's the thing, Lil Marco. He'll sure use you as a decoy, won't he? He doesn't give a shit if the Iranians blow your ass up as long as his fat ass is safe. And here he goes on there. He is reaching. He cannot come up with one joke. He cannot come up with one story other than Trump hung out with another known child sex abuser, Michael Jackson. Are you kidding me? These people are so stupid and so bad at politics, which makes me so angry that they won. But our number one goal is uniting against these fascists and pointing out how immoral and emotionally and morally bankrupt these people are. And Katie Miller and Stephen Miller are going to go down in history as Trump fluffers. So, on porn sites, porn production places where they're producing porn, they have the people that are called the fluffers that keep the penis erect, right? Well, Katie Miller and Stephen Miller, aside from just being complete sociopaths that get off on recreational cruelty, they have to keep Trump fluffed up at all times. And here is some evidence of what a absolute beta male porn fluffer Stephen Miller is to Donald Trump. Pop this up. Trump came quickly to see Miller almost as a surrogate son, in large part due to his innate talent for knowing just what nostalgic show tune, at what precise moment, memory from Cats, for example, would succeed at talking Trump off the ledge of an incipient meltdown. In those days, senior White House staffers would summon Trump's music man when the president became grouchy so Miller could check on the order of the songs. And Billy Binion says that settles it. Trump is our first gay president. Imagine Stephen Miller. He's valuable to Trump because he knows when to play Memories from Cats, the musical. And I remember that video. I've played it multiple times on the podcast where like the White House is just blaring Phantom of the Opera. Do y'all remember that? This is like several months ago. So Katie Miller and Stephen Miller, they have to walk this tightrope where these people are so emotionally damaged, emotionally stunted, and they have to keep Trump fluffed up at all times. And so she has Marco Rubio on who tries to do the same thing. But these people can't say a positive thing about him other than we know when to play his show tunes for him. Pathetic. All right. So you have to understand that what remains, that 34% that's propping up Donald Trump, this is the MAGA base, the cultists. These are the evangelical megachurch attendees. These are the ones that when Trump got the endorsement of the Liberty University, Jerry Falwell Jr., the guy who paid a pool boy to bang his wife while he masturbated in the corner, that Christian, as soon as Michael Cohen, Trump's fixer, got him on board, he endorsed Trump and all of the evangelicals went over. And these people, this sect of Christianity, this cult of Christianity has nothing to do with being radically empathetic. It has nothing to do with helping the marginalized. It has to do with keeping your secrets safe while beating other people down. And Ken Paxton is a foot soldier for Satan, if I don't say so myself as an atheist. And he was asked recently why he cheated on his wife in a virtual town hall. Play the clip.
Hi, Paxton. It's nice to meet you. I'm just wondering, why did you cheat on your wife?
I'm not going to talk about personal issues that relate to my family, just like I don't think you would want to discuss your marriage on a call with thousands of people. All I can tell you is that I'm proud of my kids. I've got 4 wonderful kids. I've got 7 grandchildren, well, 6 and 1 on the way. And there's a lot at stake. And so while I care about this country, I'm not going to talk about things that would affect them. So thank you very much.
Is Ken Paxton requesting privacy? Is that what he's requesting? Is he saying, hey, mind your own business about my marriage and my personal life? Furthermore, why is a person on a town hall asking a question that journalists should be asking every single time they have these lying, hypocritical, morally depraved dipshits on the airwaves? Why aren't journalists sitting there saying, why do you cheat on your wife and then tell gay people that their marriage is your business, Ken Paxton? Why are you a hypocrite? Why did your wife divorce you for quote unquote biblical reasons? Do you just weaponize your Christianity? Do you put it on as a pair of earrings when you're on television and then take them off when you go bang your mistress? Is that what you do, Ken Paxton? Because that's the way these people need to be treated by the corporate press, but they won't because Ken Paxton and the corporate press have the same interests at heart. All right, listener, I have gone in my life from absolutely despising bras, cannot wait to get home, whether it's from a workout or from work, wanting to take it off, freeing the breasts, if you will, to now I absolutely love my bras because I use Honey Love. They are so incredibly comfortable and have a wide range of bras, whether it's sports bras, work bras, something in between, a hybrid, they have it all. Honey Love is an independent, female-founded brand. All Honey Love products are intelligently designed by women who actually wear them, and that has made the biggest difference. The new crossover contour bra is a perfect example. It combines their best-selling wireless design with molded foam cups to help create a smooth, natural shape. At the end of the day, this isn't about changing your body. It's about supporting it in a way that actually feels good. And Honeylove and all of their products deliver that at every stage. Listener, treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market. Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/ihip. That's honeylove.com/ihip. And after you check out, they'll ask how you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honeylove. But I do want to dive into the fact that Kim Paxton doesn't want to talk about his personal life, and he wants privacy, and he doesn't want to talk about marriage. Well, Ken Paxton, this is exactly the way rape victims feel about wanting privacy when they go see a doctor. This is exactly the way members of the LGBTQ plus community feel when you try to inject your bogus bullshit Christianity that you weaponize against them. These people are disgusting. They are hypocrites. They use their faith like an accessory and then take it off and throw it aside whenever they're doing all the naughty shit that they judge everybody else for doing. And it's just super important to point out that these MAGA base, these 34%, they think Barack Obama is the Antichrist, right? And Donald Trump helps assist that with all of the racism he fuels by saying Barack Hussein Obama and where was he really born and all this bullshit. But at the end of the day, Barack Obama is a good person, an incredible family man, has none of these scandals, likable, riz out the wazoo. And here is Obama just so effortlessly mocking Trump. Play the clip.
The apples, it's fantastic. Although I do want to point out there's no gold sign on the outside that says Oval Office. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Thank you, everybody. This is pretty magnificent.
So, I mean, I love this because, of course, Trump is such a dipshit. He puts Oval Office where everybody on the globe knows what that door looks like, knows what the office looks like because, as described in the name of the room, it is a fucking oval. And Trump has to write Oval Office over it because he's so awful and he just has to mess everything up. But notice that Kim Paxton will receive the votes of people that claim they care about family values, that claim they care about a traditional family, etc. But these same people will browbeat Barack Obama and they make up all these lies about him when he is a family man, when he does have the quote unquote traditional family that they support. He doesn't have a bunch of baby mamas, a bunch of porn stars on the side like Trump does. But all these MAGA Christians don't like Obama. And I wonder what it is, if I could just put my finger on it. I think it's because he's black. That's why, because Christian nationalism is inherently racist and Ken Paxton can be the biggest piece of shit on the planet. But as long as he tells these worthless white people, you get to hate black people in exchange for me doing all of this shit with these corporations and fleecing your wages. This is the bargain that the Republican Party has made with working class voters. And then here's the deal. We have Obama, attractive, eloquent, good family man, all of the things, effortlessly mocking Trump. And he looked really good in that video. And he didn't have to Photoshop one thing, but the White House is now having to use AI to make Trump look better in photos because Trump has a vagina hanging from his neck and he still has 34% approval rating. Pop up this AI. Brian Tyler Cohen posts. Donald Trump has just been caught using AI on a photo he posted to make himself appear significantly skinnier and younger than he actually appears. Okay, as you can see the photo on the left, the vagina's gone. We've contoured the cheeks. And then the photo on the right, we have a puffed up geriatric pufferfish, pasty, pink arm, piece of shit. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Make sure you pre-order my book, Pumps is on Vacation. The link's below in the show notes. Oh, and I'm doing a book tour. And the dates are on our website, which is what? I've had it podcast.com. I've had it podcast.com. I'll be back later with more news.